Welcome to KUAM News Extra. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you weathered the storm and got through that okay. Thanks for staying with us when we were giving you our coverage. By the way, we're glad to bring that information to you and hope everybody stayed safe. Well, tonight we will be telling you about a Zumba event that will benefit Guam Special Olympics, a really good event that we want to get you involved with. Also, we're going to tell you about the annual MagPro Awards, where we honor the best and brightest in Gov Guam. But first, we have somewhat of a tradition of our own here in the Harmon Studios. It's coming up, and it is the KUAM annual 2K, 5K trick or treat event, and KUAM's Chief Operating Officer and Executive Producer Marie Calvo Monge is here to tell us all about it. Hi, Marie.
Hi.
I was going to say welcome to Harmon, but you've basically been here as long as I have. So, all right. So what do we have? This is like one of the big events that we have in October. We've been working on it for many, many months, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever.
Yes, we've once again partnered with AK Toyota. They're always a great host of this event, and the 2K and 5K, it takes place this Saturday, October 26th. It's our annual trick-or-treat run, and we're inviting all the community to come out. Which makes this event really unique is that we highly encourage everyone to come in costume and to race and parade around the streets of Tamuning in their costume. And so it's a lot of fun to see what people think up every year.
And we have actually seen some pretty unique and pretty wild ideas. I mean, there was the whole Pac-Man team a few years ago, and then I think there was a juice box a couple of years ago, which is really creative.
There's a bunch of different ones, and I think we're actually going to be showing some of the creative costumes that we've had year to year, and it's a lot of fun. You see families that get together, schools, friends. They just try to think up the most creative costumes, and the great thing about this event is it's so much more than a race. You have the 2K and then the 5K. Following the race, there are a bunch of activities, Halloween activities, plus a costume contest with different divisions. And so we have a lot, for everybody. We also have a CrossFit. CrossFit's really popular in the community. Mm-hmm. Now we have a CrossFit warm-up with a Halloween theme. So you'll have that there as well, and a lot of good raffle prizes that people can win just by racing.
Now the funny thing, and I don't mean, funny ha-ha, but it's also like funny because as someone who participates in 5Ks, you yourself would know that, you want to dress conservatively and competitively, mm-hmm. but when you're trying to do this because you also might want to win some of the really cool prizes we've got in the costume contest, sometimes that competes with, your inclination as a runner because, you may want to dress up like a mummy but, that doesn't really allow freedom of movement. So that's when people really start getting creative, like, Iron Man costumes are still going to allow people to run in the 5K.
We really encourage safety first. So make sure that you wear proper shoes. Don't go all out. We don't want barefoot racers, because they're in a gladiator costume or something mm-hmm. like that. But basically, safety first. And really the whole costume race has taken on a life of its own. And if you go online, you'll see that they actually make race-friendly costume outfits now. You see superheroes, women run in tutus, or some men run in tutus as well.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. So
there
are people who are pretty creative, and we just ask that your costume is comfortable enough to race in. And the costume contest is actually after the race. So if there are some parts that are just not suitable or safe, just keep them it starts and finishes at the AK lot. So keep it there and then put it on for the post race costume contest.
Excellent. Okay.
Safety is first.
So you mentioned divisions. What are some of the divisions for the costume contest?
I know they're basically broken down by age. There's a child, teen, adult. There's a group. So if you have a group theme. And AK is hosting the sexiest costume. Sexy, but please not too risque.
That can be interpreted in many different ways.
AK, they developed a division of their own, and that was what they chose for the different people.
So sexy within reason, because remember this is a family-friendly event.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
So, we don't want to make this NC-17,
Yeah, and there's a lot, as I mentioned, you mentioned family, there's a lot of post-race activities for the kids, carnival-type Halloween-themed games, and a chance for them to win candy and other treats. And also for the finishers, the first 500 finishers receive a reusable trick-or-treat bag. And then and that's in the 5K division. In the 2K division, the first 250 finishers receive a trick-or-treat bag as well. and the first 100 child finishers will win a medal.
Now, you know what I want to see? I want to see, because, we've had, like we said, some of the cross-country teams from like JFK, and they always come out and compete and do very, very well. I want to see two of the high schools do like maybe one of the scenes from Braveheart against one of the scenes from like Lord of the Rings, and everybody just, battle it out and do the 5K. So somebody start working on that right now. Get a bunch of like blue face paint.
Oh, and one more thing too, we're hosting, if you want to win a free entry prior to the race, we're asking people to post their costumes if they're ready already and hashtag it with KUAM Trick or Treat 5K. And if they do that, we're going to draw among the people that do use that hashtag. We're going to draw and give 5 entries away.
I love it. All right, Marie, thanks so much. See, we know about this internet thing, and we're kind of good at like this whole social integration.
We have a great leader.
Yeah, well, we spend so much time on it. Okay, stay tuned. We're back after this.